Fielded decision. Try the onside kick. It's laying around. Got to pick it up, and it's loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? Williams, pressure, throwing, corner has a man. It is caught. Touchdown. Ball is loose, picked up, and the Bears get a stop. On the fake, Williams looking downfield, launching downfield, going for it all. It is caught. Bears win it.
That's delicious.
I feel like you're rubbing salt in the wound there.
You see, Packer fans? Goes in your mouth, not on your head.
83.
Fact machine.
Making a mess here. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And before we get into all the nonsense today, I just want to shout out Tom Grossi and all his fans who came and invaded my channel during the game on Sunday during a Grossi raid. I absolutely lit up when I saw all you guys enter the chat.
Refs blowing plays dead when they should. Grossi raid! Love you, Tom, but boo Packer!
And it definitely made my weekend, if not my entire season. And for those of you who are Packer fans from Tom's channel, I promise only light trolling, as I do aim to entertain rather than annoy. Oh man, what a thriller on Saturday night. The Bears literally overcame all odds after the 2-minute warning, once again inducing cardiac events for all of Chicago. Now we can talk about the Packers not having Micah Parsons, or Tucker Kraft, or eventually no Jordan Love, but the Bears themselves were without Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, and Kyler Gordon, among others. Injuries happen, they are part of the game, and the games go on. You can't control who you're playing in front of you. You can only control what you do against them. And we can also talk about the performance of the offense for the first 57 minutes of regulation, but we can't ignore what we have seen time and again this season. Caleb is clutch. We have watched him come through time and again this season. He clearly has the confidence to get the job done.
Nah, I can make any throw.
And is now an NFL record holder for most comebacks in the fourth quarter and overtime. The win, combined with Detroit's loss over the weekend, secured Chicago's first playoff spot since the 2020 season. But more work is still to be done. The Bears have to win one of their next 2 games in order to clinch the division, and they have to win both games and get some help in order to have a shot at the number 1 seed, which they held just a few short weeks ago. It will be a tall order with games remaining against a 49ers team that has managed to fly under the radar most of the season, yet I've had my eye on for some time now. Check my power rankings for the past few weeks. And of course a game against the Lions team that will still feel that they have something to prove against Chicago on a cold day in January. I will of course be live streaming both games, with the next contest being against the 49ers on Sunday Night Football this weekend. I certainly hope you will join me, as these streams have become more fun as we come down the home stretch. With all of that out of the way, let's get to our power rankings for Week 17. We're almost to the end. First, off the list this week, we have one team in the Green Bay Packers. With the injuries continuing to pile up, the Packers are in danger of missing the postseason for the first time in a long time. And with games against the Ravens and the Vikings left, those teams are not exactly world beaters, but they're not going to be cupcakes either. The Ravens are still fighting for their playoff lives this weekend, mathematically, of course, and divisional matchups are always tough, especially if the Vikings are given the chance to play spoiler. At number 10 and replacing the Packers this week is the Los Angeles Chargers. They dominated the Cowboys this weekend, and it's been a while since they've been on this list. And I'm just wondering, are they going to disappoint me again? The next 3 teams all got a win but dropped a spot due to one team shooting up the rankings this week, and we'll get to them of course later. But none of these next 3 teams did anything that warranted their drop. At number 9 we have the Chicago Bears. Another comeback, another heart attack, ack. You wanna know by now. At number 8 we have the Houston Texans. Got the W against the Raiders, but God was it like pulling teeth. At number 7, we have the San Francisco 49ers. They dominated the Colts and have announced their bid for the NFC West Championship as well. At number 6, and dropping 4 spots this week, is the Los Angeles Rams. Really tough divisional loss against the Seahawks with the number 1 seed on the line, and Matthew Stafford significantly damaged his MVP odds during this game. At number 5 and staying put this week is the Buffalo Bills. They got the W against the Browns, but it was way closer than it should have been. At number 4 and dropping 3 spots this week is the Denver Broncos. Tough loss at home to the Jaguars, but they were kind of due after 11 straight wins. And even with the loss, they still hold the number 1 seed. At number 3 and moving back up 1 spot is the New England Patriots. They got back in the W column, and you still can't tell me that this isn't the most complete team in the league. At number 2 and shooting up 8 spots, can't believe I'm doing this, the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was a really impressive win against the current number 1 seed in Denver, and they did it on the road, which is even more impressive. Are we going to have to take the Jags seriously this season? And at number 1, moving up 2 spots, is the Seattle Seahawks. Probably the only ending crazier than the Bears-Packers ending was this one, but the victory against the Rams puts them in the driver's seat for the 1 seed, and all they have to do is not lose. Good luck, Sam. All right, that's it. There you have it. That's my top 10 for the week. Once again, I will be live streaming both the remaining Bears games, and I certainly hope to see you there. And until we meet next time, bear down.
And at the end of the day, it's after Packers always.